Good morning, everybody. Odon here in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center. Welcome to your Tuesday morning ride here at exactly 7 a.m. Thank you so much for joining us here on the big broadcast. Can you believe it's already the last Tuesday in June? It is just hard to believe how fast this year is going, right? It's already next Monday, less than a week, is the July 4th holiday. So hopefully towards the end of the week, this morning we're starting to see some issues as far as some volume building. Um, Hopefully by the end of the week, we will see that kind of dissipate. Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, and even into Friday. I think Friday is going to be just a fantastic day. Speaking of fantastic day, let's see, we've got 65 degrees here in the traffic center this morning, and a little bit cloudy depending on where you are. And John, once again, is preparing for some tests. So tests in the academic realm of things, not medical. Johnny's fine, but I'll be stepping in and filling in for him. He'll be back tomorrow. So thanks, John, for the forecast once again. And we will certainly see you tomorrow here on the broadcast beginning at 7 a.m. So at 7:15, we'll take a sponsor break and we will take a look at your forecast as well. Looks like it's shaping up pretty nice from what little preview of the forecast that I've seen here in the last about 2 or 3 minutes or so for the next couple of days. So certainly get out and enjoy. Couple of programming notes here on this Tuesday. We are on Facebook and we are on YouTube, so definitely join us for the next hour and a half or so. And the reason I say hour and a half, if there's nothing catastrophic happening, we may end a little early, around 8:30, 8:35 or so. Have to go. Actually, have to go. Full disclosure, have to go get some headshots done for the NJ On Air morning show. That's up in North Jersey. So I got to get myself ready and then I got to go, and probably looking at least, 45 minutes to an hour to get there by between 11 and 11:30. So we may end just a little bit early as I got to take care of a couple things here first before I head up there. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. If it looks like it's a fairly busy morning or cranking out to be a busy morning in the next hour or so, we'll certainly stay up till 9 o'clock. But we'll play it as it goes here. So again, just a little bit of a programming note there. So we thank you so much for watching. Let me share the screen here. We'll open the comments in just a brief moment. I need to bring up the brand. Oh, wrong button. Oops. Let's see. What do we got to get here? We have to get that banner there. Have to take this banner off, and we have to tell you that we are sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number. Also, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. That's Ralph's website. And you can follow him also on Instagram and Facebook for the latest goings on at the ice cream shop. It sounds like a song, right? All right, so let's get over to the action here this morning. And, looking at the maps, we are fairly quiet here this morning. Pretty decent ride. For the most part, kind of just our usual areas of where we're seeing delays. We'll start here in New Jersey on this Tuesday. We have, let's go up to North Jersey first, because just a few minutes ago, there were some delays on 287. And I still think there are just some minor backups here. It looks like they may be finishing up some overnight repairs here this morning. Heading into Franklin Lakes at the 208 interchange, right around exit 59 or so, coming in from 57, 58 in Oakland. So that's why it's just a little bit slow. Looks like they're just wrapping that up. But 287 Ramsey, 17 looks good. Parkway Connector, we are fine. 208 so far, so good. Route 4, 17 is good. 21 over by the 20 interchange this morning is also a little bit heavy. Excuse me, a little water. Just smashed my hand on the desk. Not good. All right, so Route 3 is fine. A little busy here at the interchange with 3 and 21. Again, that's just kind of par for the course. Parkway building some light volume here, 147 up into the old Essex Toll Plaza. So it was 19 to the truck routes 1 and 9 area. East on the Bay Extension, seeing that sun glare now, depending on, how cloudy it is out to this location. The Turnpike, Again, this is just exiting volume 414. Nothing to get terribly excited about, other than this is normally what we see. Along 78, looks like we may have a crash here. In Berkeley Heights. Is this by Diamond Hill Road? Is that Diamond Hill? Let's see. Yeah, it is Diamond Hill. Okay, so we'll go to the cameras here in just a brief moment. But Western Jersey 8046 is good. Northwest Jersey 206 is fantastic. So it's 2394 Hamburg, Franklin, Lafayette, Sparta. Again, traffic really quiet. We still have the ramp here at eastbound 78 shut down off of northbound 287. So that's still being under repair. 22 Branchburg over to Reddington, Somerville, Boundbrook, Hillsborough is fine. So it was 287, Edison, Piscataway, South Plainfield, the Turnpike, Parkway, all going to be in good shape. Southbound on the Turnpike, just wrapping up some of the maintenance here. Looks like on the inner roadway, just south of Interchange 9 to look for. 3318, all the shore points, as you see, are completely in the green. 195 is off to a good start. So is 295. That is going to be clear. The Pennsylvania extension is fine. The Turnpike, I don't know why this is saying it is closed. Okay, so this is a broken down vehicle. Pardon me. Broken down vehicle southbound south of 8A. So that's a little something. I think there was construction on the Turnpike as well. 21 right at Route 3, so all lanes are open there. That's why it's delayed. And then earlier incident, there was an accident there on 78 as you came into Diamond Hill Road and Berkeley Heights. So that looks like that is off to the shoulder now. Let me just look at the construction list. There shouldn't be much of anything still left, but sometimes you get a late running project coming across the board here this morning. Let's see if we can find Turnpike in two separate places. Turnpike, no. Let's see what we got. Okay, so southbound inner roadway, the car lanes. That's what I said. That's what the road work there until further notice. Okay, so there's some road work. There is some road work in that spot. So just be mindful of that. And let's see. Comments are open. I see. Okay, let's see what we got. Alexandra, good morning. Good morning, Don. Change of plans. Working from home today. Going back in the city tomorrow. All right, so that's good. You certainly, maybe if you can take your home office, your laptop, or whatever outside. It is gorgeous right now, 65 degrees, a little cloudy, but nonetheless, I've got the fan on instead of the air conditioner here this morning. So it's a nice, crisp start, after all that humidity. It was just ugly yesterday. And that cold front kind of sanitized the air, as I always say. So welcome, Alexandra. Good morning to you, my friend. And Anna, buenos dias. Have a great day, everybody. Yes, definitely have a great day. If you can get out, I would say it's probably a decent shore day. I think it's going to be a little cooler than, maybe what you would want for the beach, but certainly head out there onto the boardwalk. I'm sure Jenkinson's and Seaside Heights, Wildwood, I'm sure they can certainly use your business walking along the boards, right? So get out and enjoy. I don't know what this is here. I have nothing on the list as far as the Turnpike. So that's the reason why you come to me. And sometimes the Google Maps, you take it with just as a tip as far as something happening or, what the story is. But we'll see there. That may just be the remnants of some overnight repair still shutting down either the truck or the inner roadway there at 6. But it's not causing a delay in any capacity. That's where the, truck car lane split starts. Toms River, Barnegat, Stafford, Little Lake, Harbor Township, Long Beach Island is good. Atlantic City, Parkway, Ocean City, Wildwood, Cape May is clear. 55 building a little more volume here at the 42 interchange, but that's normally what we see for this time of the morning. Okay, so let's go to transit now. We've already looked at the incident list for New Jersey. We will head over to the Morrison Essex line now, 718 arrival into Penn Station, New York. It's 15 minutes late, earlier mechanical issues, and then more operator availability here on the light rail in Newark. Let's see, 652 departure from Newark Penn to Branch Brook. Departs from Grove Street to Newark Penn will not operate due to operator availability. Okay. It's been that way since yesterday, obviously, and into Friday as well. So what's going on there? Let's check in with our friends at Path. I looked at this just a few minutes ago, and there was nothing there, and still continues to be that way. So we are in good shape. Let's take a look at SEPTA now. Rails are playing nicely, so that's good news. Let's head over to New York City now. We'll take this right to the break and Johnny's weather. Let's see if anything is cooking up here in the city. Bruckner at East 138th Street. That's on the elevated section. That's going south. But really, that's going to be about it. So let's bring this on over to, we'll start it off on Staten Island. And again, you can see we're in that summertime pattern, and thankfully there's nothing really going on in the Gowanus except for just some volume. So Staten Island everything on Staten Island is fine. West Shore, Staten Island Expressway, Verrazano is clear. Some inbound Gowanus volume through Fort Hamilton Parkway, through Bay Ridge up into Sunset Park, and then continuing up in towards the Prospect Expressway. Belt Parkway looks great. From Coney Island Avenue, Ocean Parkway, Flatbush Avenue, continuing all the way out towards Canarsie. Just some light volume here west, out by the airport. Van Wyck is heavy into Hillside. When is that never an issue, right? Again, decent numbers here to getting up into the Brooklyn Bridge. Just a heavy ride. Battery Tunnel looks like there may be a crash on the Manhattan side there to be worked on as soon as you come out of the tube. And then south on the BQE is heavy Queens Boulevard down into the Williamsburg Bridge. Midtown Tunnel about 8 to 10 minutes there at best. A little better at the Queensboro Bridge. That's clear. We go east side is heavy 125 down through, I'd say the upper 60s or so. But the west side looks good except for just coming right off the George Washington Bridge. And I think that's even going to clear up here very, very shortly. We'll go back into Queens, Grand Central building volume at LaGuardia. So is the westbound LIE Casino out towards Woodhaven Boulevard. Grand Central is heavy into the Kew Gardens interchange. Inbound Jackie is a little bit heavy as well. And then the eastbound side here, picking up some sun glare on the LIE as you get out to the Cross Island. But, your Cross Island is moving really well here. All north and south, no issues there. Throgs like Whitestone really heavy into Queens, and then the westbound on the Cross Bronx is heavy from the interchange over to 3rd Avenue. Southbound Bruckner is heavy here over at White Plains Road on over to the elevated section. That's what that earlier crash was cleared. And then north on the Deegan, looks like there's something going on out by Yankee Stadium. So let's go to the cameras. See anything for us this morning? Again, we are on Facebook and YouTube, so certainly join the party here this morning for your morning ride. Know where you're hailing from and heading to, and join Alexandra and Anna on this Tuesday morning. So let's go to the Deegan here. Let's see what we see. Which way is that going? Wow, they got lanes going all over the place here. Wow. Yeah, there it is. There's the crash here. This is northbound, right here. Low produce vehicle. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 cars involved. North on the Deegan. Let's see, 167th. So it's almost in front of Yankee Stadium. It's right here. Backed up all the way through to Willis Avenue. It's just before the Cross Bronx, and looks like they're building a whole brand new major Deegan. Wow, that is crazy, all that road work. Will it excuse me, will it help out traffic? have no idea. But wow, this is some heavy duty road work. This is heading south of the Cross Bronx this morning. Let's see. This is the northbound side, so you're just jam packed all the way back through Willis Avenue. And again, that's to be expected with that crash being cleared. Let's take a look at the Bruckner. Point Avenue is fine. Out this way. Oh, the rebuild in the Bruckner too. Look at that. All these bridges are 1,000 years old, so that's the whole reason why for all of this. Holy cow! Look at all that road work. Wow. Looks like we had a broken down vehicle here. Not really a shoulder; it's a lane. Well, it's construction, so that's the southbound westbound side heading over to the Major Deegan. It looks like at this point. So there's definitely something going on. Something's going on. Let's just see this by the Bronx River Parkway. That's jammed. What else is new? Yeah. All right. So let's take a quick break, shall we? Let's head over to the Weather Center as I dial into the weather computers here this morning. And our weather is brought to you by our meteorologist training, Mr. John Rocco. We thank Johnny for the forecast here this morning. So, some partly cloudy conditions across the area. Just a few clouds in certain spots and starting out into the 60s and 70s for your temperatures here this morning. As you can see it here, a little definitely cooler than it was yesterday. We were in the low 70s, low to mid 70s here. It's almost 720 yesterday. So full, probably about 8 to 10 degrees cooler than it was 24 hours ago. So definitely has that crisp feel to the air, which is beautiful. Even look at that 62 in Newton up in Sussex County. That's got to feel really refreshing out there. Middle 60s or so across the board in the 5 boroughs out to the island. Same thing here, middle 60s as well in Islip, Farmingville, Shirley, Port Jeff, and over to Huntington and Westbury. A little cooler, obviously, in the Hudson Valley, right around 60 in Middletown, Poughkeepsie at 62, Patterson 61, Monroe at 60, and upper 50s in Torrington. So really is a nice crisp start. 64 in Bridgeport and 64 in New Haven. All right, so here's John's forecast for today. Mainly sunny, partly cloudy sky. Temps are just absolutely tremendous. Into the lower 80s to upper 70s to lower 80s, depending on where you are. I think it's going to be a little cooler, a little shore breeze, a little sea breeze off the water. So probably into the low to mid 70s along the shore points. But as you get inland, certainly going to be a little bit warmer. 80 in Freehold, 83 in Central Park, and 83 in Cherry Hill, and a pair of 7s up there for Andover and New Haven. Let's take a look at your weather threats. Nothing for the next couple of days. So that's good news. I have to go take the caddy in for some repairs tomorrow. So never fun driving a vehicle with 20-inch tires in the rain. Make for a challenging ride. So Friday is going to be a hot one, and then it's going to get, another cold front is going to steam on through here on Saturday. So afternoon showers and storms. Some communities are doing their 4th of July fireworks on Saturday, so that could potentially hamper some plans for those fireworks festivities on Saturday. So we'll see. All right. So we'll be back in less than half an hour. Another check of your forecast, including that all exclusive 7-day weather forecast for the Tri-State Traffic Show. But we have to talk to you about the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is Ralph's phone number, located on 22 North Avenue West or Route 28 if you're from outside the area. That's what it comes up. It's a state highway for those using the GPS right across from the Cranford train station. So Ralph makes some of the best handmade, homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. You can see all this delicious ice cream in the case. And I did have breakfast this morning, so I am still hungry, but not as hungry as I was yesterday. The coffee ice cream, we have Cookie Monster, M&M Explosion, Vanilla Super Crunch, which is almost like a, sure how to describe it. I think the best description is probably almost like an ice cream cake, kind of just mashed up and stuck on a cone. Oh, that's very good. We've got the cotton candy, another crowd favorite. Just delicious stuff. I mean, it tastes like what you think it tastes like is cotton candy. Again, I haven't had cotton candy in quite some time, but anyway, I digress for the first time. It's 7:20, so I pushed the discretions off for 20 minutes. Um, he's got the core three: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. Those are his big sellers. That's the heart of his lineup on the in the rotation. So yeah, he's got a lot of others in the bullpen here. He's got the pistachio, he's got grasshopper. He also makes these amazing sorbets, lemon, blood orange, as well as peach and mango. He has a new flavor ice cream for the summer, coconut, which is absolutely delicious, nice and refreshing. He also has the Dole Whip and the Dole Pineapple Whip, as well as the Raspberry Whip. Also, another refreshing treat for the summertime heat. And we'll take a look at some of the flying saucers here. Um, Another crowd staple, another crowd favorite, the chip witches, as well as the cupcakes. And he also has these all occasion cakes, where we have had a lot of graduations last week. School is now out altogether, even for the city. The city's last day was yesterday. So we have plenty of graduations to celebrate, even with 4th of July, with this upcoming weekend, maybe even into next weekend, depending on when families are able to gather and get together. As Anna says, looks like her graduation is out to later in July. So hopefully she'll be able to get up into Cranford to check out the great offerings of Ralph at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. So once again, he's located at 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number. All right. So, with that said, let's go back to the action here this morning. And, let's head out to Long Island and we'll see what the vibe is here this morning. That Southern State Parkway is awfully crowded here this morning into exit 25. First, they're saying there's a crash, but there may be some construction. That's kind of weird. Let's just go to the cameras and we'll see if we have any cones down here this morning. That's being reported by some drivers, and that would kind of make sense if that's the case, because it should not be this heavy going east. I mean, I know there is some sun glare and whatnot, but it shouldn't be that heavy. Well, I can't say that. That sun glare is fairly it's a fairly stiff shot as far as the sun glare is concerned. Oh, I see what they're doing. It's a rough road surface. That's what it is. They're repaving the eastbound Southern. Aha. We found our issue into exits 24, 25. I think they did the two left lanes, and the right lane is still kind of banged up with a rough road surface. So that is what the deal is. How many times did I drive out to Long Island? How many times did they pave the Southern State? It's crazy, right? But it needs it. I mean, it's such a heavily traveled road. Let's just see here. So yeah, just sluggish traffic with some sun glare, as well as with that rough road surface passing the Meadowbrook. That's the reason for the slowdown. But again, you can see it here. Actually, this is a good picture, because you can see the sun glare kind of reflecting off that fresh pavement. It hasn't really been weathered in with the weather, with some rain or even just vehicles and oil. Kind of will mute that finish. It almost has a shiny finish to it, just a bit. you know um it just needs to be kind of just driven on and whatnot, and maybe a little bit of that sun glare off that road would certainly dissipate in the next couple of weeks or so. So that's the reason why that is a little bit slow, is because it's not because of a crash or anything. It is going to be because of the road work and a rough road surface. And maybe hopefully later on today that they will, or I mean tonight, I should say, this evening, hopefully they'll get that one lane put back together. But you can see we're in a summertime pattern. LIE through Nassau County is beautiful. Northern 106, 107. 135 Meadowbrook Wantagh is good. Some crowding here west on the LIE, and I think there's something going on here. Yes, at Vets Highway. So let's go there. Again, when you're in these summertime patterns and those red lines show up, it's pretty easy to spot when there is more than likely a crash of some type. Um, It's on the shoulder. Look, actually, it's on a crash. Looks like it's a broken down vehicle. But the incessant nature of individuals, the human nature is to stop and look just to see what's going on, even though there's nothing going on that's on the shoulder and wouldn't tie you up in any capacity if you just kept driving instead of having to stop. But there we go. But now this is something different. What is this here? I don't know what that is. Somebody in a motorcycle, maybe? Broke down on the shoulder, but it's just kind of an awkward way the truck pulled off the road there, and I think that's the reason why people are stopping along with the flashing lights. Um, that's heading west here around exit 60 or so, give or take. Let's see how far back we are. 58, 59 in that area. You can see those skies there. Let's just run the video for you. You can see those skies, that partly cloudy condition, just really nice early morning. All right, let's go back to the maps now so we know what that issue is there. But the rest of Suffolk County looks fine, except for Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, there. Let's go over to Connecticut now, and let's bring up the Connecticut page, and we'll check it out here this morning and see what we're up against. I think it's just some delays. Yes, it is. 2622, 1813, Merritt 4742, 4036. So yeah, just our regularly scheduled traffic here at 727. So I have a feeling this section here, if you just slice it off, I think most of this is going to ease out here in about the next 15 minutes or so, and they're going to build a little bit more traffic in Stamford. So, kind of typical fare here for southwestern Connecticut. Lower Westchester is fine. The Hutch a little busy getting into Weaver Street, but 287 is good. South on the Thruway, Tappan Zee is fine. South on the Thruway, a little crowded at 13, down to 12. Some of that is sun glare hitting you in the eyes as well. Let's head up towards Woodbury, Middletown, Goshen, 84. The Thruway is clear. Even in Brewster, westbound 84, still a little heavy from the Connecticut line, but 684 heading south into Katona is going to be a little bit slow as well. So let's give our first check for the trains this morning. Oh, sorry about that. I had to adjust the chair. Chair was rolling away at me. Let's see. Southbound 45 are running local 125 to Grand Central. Southbound 6 are running express from 125th to Grand Central because of a switch problem at 125th Street. So look for that. Let's go to the rails now. Long Island Railroad, Ronkonkoma, probably, let's see, from Penn, they're doing a Ronkonkoma at 726 is going to operate 13 minutes late. That gets in about 10 minutes time. And let's do this. Go up here to the Harlem line. 616 train southeast to Grand Central is operating 10 to 15 minutes late with earlier mechanical issues. Okay, so just look for that. Let's see, 7:29 is our time. All right, so I think we're in fairly good shape here this morning. With the roads and the rails, as well as my timing here this morning. Yes, gonna hit the break and gonna hit the change the sponsor right on time here at 7:30. So welcome. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. O'Donnell, your traffic jockey here in the driver's seat for your Tuesday morning ride. And again, it is a fairly tranquil ride. Don't want to say quiet because you never say that in the traffic business, because then all of a sudden some catastrophic situation arises, which you don't want to see. But is fairly good. Just some volume delays to the city in New Jersey, a couple of spots, same thing in Connecticut, but it's pretty good ride. We'll leave it at that for now. This half hour is sponsored by Travels with Darley. My friend Darley Newman from New York City is the owner, proprietor, and host and producer, and with her whole team there over at Travels with Darley. put on a wonderful program that's on PBS Create, Ovation TV's Journey, Wondrum, and Amazon Prime, also on NJPBS, with a new program called Look Up with Darlie. Her first program was on the city of Newark, talking about architecture and some history there. And of course, she has to find some of the best places to eat as well. And that's what she does on her travels with Darlie. And you can get more information on the program about Darlie, darlie-newman.com. Also follow her on social media, please, on Instagram as well as Twitter. Very, very active on both. And if you leave her a comment or a question, she will, but pretty high probability, unlike some other celebrities, will not get back to you. Darlie does. She tries her best to answer as many questions and comments as she can, especially on Instagram. Extremely active there on Instagram. We thank Darlie for being the sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. Okay, so let's see where we want to go now. Let's go back in towards New Jersey. Why not, right? And check out some of the volume here this morning. Oh, I know what we can do first. We can do the bridges and tunnels. And again, Travels with Darlie is a great sponsor for us. And let's go back to the maps now. We'll go back to the bridges and tunnels. So there it is, about on average a half an hour at George, Lincoln, and the Holland will go half. Excuse me, tickle in my throat here. I gotta. So yeah, on average, about between 25 and 30 minutes at all the Hudson River crossings, and that's just normal stuff for the morning ride. Let's go to the maps here this morning. You know what? First, let's bring up the New Jersey incident list, shall we? Let me just move this microphone back into position, shall we? There we go. This microphone. Okay. Let's see. Express lanes west of 67 River Road. If we see anything, Route 80 at Teaneck. Looks like it's there, right there. Left lane is shut. Just widen that up for us here. So be careful, obviously if you're coming off the George Washington Bridge on 95, heading south to the westbound side of 80, I just be careful. I don't think it really makes a difference really what side of the road you're on. The express side, obviously, with the left lane shut down. That vehicle is actually, see if I can get a little closer. Get a little bit closer. That vehicle spun all the way around. That vehicle is facing the opposite way. Okay, so hopefully no one's injured, but collision like that, maybe they ricocheted off the Jersey median somehow and turned themselves around. I don't see, there's no other vehicles involved, at least that I know of, unless there was something there prior that before reporting the issue and incident to the DOT headquarters. But so we'll stay on top of it. Again, it's not causing any kind of a delay whatsoever. We'll go back to our maps, and it's it's going to be right in here. Maybe just a brief minor delay, just maybe a brief backup coming off of the turnpike onto westbound 80, but not catastrophic in any way, shape, or form. We go to 280 both ways at the Stickle Drawbridge is heavy. The Parkway is slowly thinning it out here by the old Essex tolls. Eastbound on 80, some sun glare now working into the picture. Exits 30 into 34, and then again into 42 in Parsippany. As we head south, south on the Parkway, get that right for us. Coming into Union is going to be a little busy as well. I think I like the Bay extension to the Holland Tunnel better than the Skyway. That's fairly jammed. The Lincoln Tunnel approaches are all fairly crowded as well. Truck routes 1 and 9 busy across the Hackensack River Drawbridge. And we come to the Turnpike, getting up into 14 is busy. 1-9 through Linden through the traffic lights is also going to be just a bit slow. Parkway looks good. Clark and Cranford. 287 maybe starting to pick up a little bit of volume here as we head into, Piscataway, that area or so. The Parkway across the Driscoll Bridge is fine. Again, the shore points are really going to be a beautiful day today. South on the Turnpike in towards just south of Interchange 9 in the car lanes. There's some road work there, still dealing with that. But 195, the Parkway, everything is clean and green. 55 into the 42 interchange is a bit busy. And then north on 295 also is a bit crowded coming in towards Route 70 here this morning. So again, just kind of keep that in mind as we make our way here on this Tuesday. And certainly Philadelphia is definitely going to be just a little bit crowded here this morning. Let's see where we want to go. We are on Facebook and YouTube this morning, so fire up a comment here. We're gonna go to yeah, there's really it's very, very quiet here this morning, you know. That is good. That is a good thing. The old American Gladiators. Anybody want to talk TV, movies, whatever? Let's see here. Where am I going? You know what? I want to see if those other again. Oh, the cameras down the Jersey Shore, and this is from attheshore.com. Just wanted to show you a couple cams here this morning. Let me find a nice Ocean City always have some really nice cameras here. Let's see. Here you go. Go on the boardwalk. Well, that's a nice looking picture. A little cloudy though. Got some joggers out there, but nonetheless, it is in decent shape here this morning. Let's see. 7:37 is our time. All right, so we're in fairly good shape here this morning. We'll leave this map up for a moment. I have to I'll be back in a minute. I gotta take a quick break. A little technical issue here, so I am going to put up the slide. There we go. We'll play a little background music for you, and All right, all right, all right. And no, I'm not Matthew McConaughey. Sorry about that. We'll get up and running here once again. We're coming up on 7:44. Let me just oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, it's way up the list here now. Way up the list. I've got the deep bass voice, right? Where is it? There we go. All right. We are back here this morning at 7:45 exactly. So, you know what? Since I want to stick to the timing here, let's get to Jonny's forecast, and our forecast provided to you by meteorologist in training, Mr. John Rocco. And you know what? We had music for Jonny here. Let's see if we can bring that music back in. I'll try my best not to make it that loud. They're feeding the ducks. It's good. Okay, so we're looking at partly sunny skies. We'll be optimistic about it, right? And I've got 66 here in central Jersey and a little bit cloudy. That's what the Google thingamabob says here. So so it is a fairly nice morning out there. Maybe a little bit of that cloud cover is hampering some of the potential sun glare out there. So, moving up we're in the mid to upper 60s throughout the Garden State. Definitely about 8 to 9 degrees cooler than it was yesterday at this time. We'll head over to the city about the mid 60s or so, and then heading up into 8 o'clock into the upper 60s to right around 70. Same thing out on the island. Pretty uniform temperatures there into the lower 60s. Farmingville, Shirley, Port Jeff, Islip at 66. WNBC, right? And then definitely a cooler start in Middletown at 60, 61 in Patterson, 62 in Yonkers, and upper 50s in Torrington and Litchfield County. So that's to be expected in our northern communities. And then 64 in Bridgeport and 64 in New Haven. So here's John's forecast for today. Looking like a nice day out there. Get out and enjoy. School's out, and get out and enjoy the shore, the beach, wherever you may be headed here today. Some low humidity, so it's a nice crisp day. Almost feels like a September day. 80 in Freehold, 83 in Central Park, and 75 in Cape May, 75 in Islip, 77 New Haven, 77 in Andover. So a little cooler over to the shore areas with some of that little bit of a sea breeze coming off of the water. The weather threats for the rest of the week were looking good, but then it starts to turn fairly warm on Friday, and then potential for some afternoon, evening storms on Saturday as another cold front will be coming through. And here's that all-exclusive 7-day weather forecast provided by meteorologist in training John Rocco. 82 today, 85 tomorrow, starting to warm up again. 87 on Thursday, 93 on Friday. You'll be looking for the lower 80s today on Friday. It can be a bit of a southwestern blowtorch, right? Then some afternoon storms and evening storms on Saturday. Potential some leftover storms early Sunday morning, and then it clears up really nice for the 4th of July holiday, about 84 degrees. And hopefully with that cold front with the storms, hopefully they'll take out some of the humidity, because there's been certainly some July 4ths where it's just been absolutely brutal with the humidity. But to get out and watch the Macy's fireworks, again, about 84 degrees or so. Now, also speaking of the fireworks, we also have, let me just take this down. My friend Jen Shuck over there at New York Waterways, giving them a quick plug as well. Go on their website, newyorkwaterway.com/July 4th for their 4th of July cruise for the Macy's fireworks, food, drinks, and DJ. You saw that interview about 2 weeks ago we did with Jen. Looks like it's going to be really a fun time. Different way to see the fireworks, and lots of picture opportunities, video opportunities. And if the weather holds up, as Johnny is saying, for Monday, it's just going to be absolutely spectacular out there on the East River. So that's NY Waterway, NewYorkWaterway.com/July 4th to get your tickets for that great trip. All right, so we want to talk to you about Darlie Newman, my friend Darlie. As we've said, she is the proud sponsor of this half hour of the broadcast. You can watch her on Amazon Prime as well as on PBS Create. In New York City Life, Channel 25 is pretty much the main places that I'm able to see her. Wondrum, Ovation TV's Journey, again, Amazon Prime, also NJPBS. She has a great program called Look Up with Darlie. It's a new program. The first episode is about the city of Newark and New Jersey, about the architecture, as well as some of the history of the city, and some great places to eat and drink and have fun. First episode is airing again on NJPBS, but there is a second episode coming. I saw a little preview. Again, if you follow her on social media, on Instagram, I saw her in the voiceover booth, as we call it in the business, the VO booth, doing the voiceover for the second episode. So there is a second episode coming on Newark. Not sure when that will air, but certainly we'll keep you updated on that. She also has another one of her virtual programs, middle of August. I think it's August 18th. I'll have to get the dates for it as we get closer. We'll put that up. That's on the city of St. Louis. That's her destination cities, conjunction with Smithsonian Associates. Really some great programs there if you're ever interested in a lot of different things. Smithsonian Associates is also another great resource as well. And that's coming up, I think, second, third week of August. But as we get closer, we'll certainly keep you apprised of that. And I'm still hoping, again, this is her, travel time is during the summer when the weather is good, to do a lot of filming for the upcoming season. So we may not be able to get Darley on the broadcast until maybe September or something, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'd like to do a sit-down interview with Darley. All right, so there you go. Travels Darley is our sponsor for this half hour. Let's get back to our action, and really the slowest of our traffic here this morning is some of it is really on the belt now, because we're seeing this. Looks like we have a crash on the belt. Not quite sure which direction. I would have to say going west is probably the place where that is in question here. Let's go to the city incident list. Let's see what we find. Let's just check this out. Come on. There we go. East past Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, auditor. I said west. I meant east. East past Pennsylvania Avenue. There's a crash. And the Deegan North, we saw that there with the 4 cars involved just before Yankee Stadium. Go to the city cameras here. There is a camera. There is a camera, I should say, on the belt out by Pennsylvania Avenue. And it's going to be Erskine. Here's Pensy. Yeah, they can't see anything with the trees there. Maybe Erskine's got it if they spun it around. This is eastbound coming, and that's eastbound heading away. That's west coming towards us. So it's between Pennsylvania Avenue and Erskine Street right in here. That's where this crash is. No, I'm sorry. It's right in here, just east of Pennsylvania Avenue. There used to be a camera at Rockaway Parkway, but I don't know what happened with that. Let's see. It's backing up. It's backed all the way to Flatbush Avenue. So yeah. So that's well. The clock is way off. It says 8:14. It's only 7:53. Huh. Well past. Well back to Flatbush Avenue and growing now. So be careful for our friends in Brooklyn. The belt was actually moving really nicely over the last 20 minutes, half an hour, but all it takes is one incident, one crash, and it goes downhill fairly quickly. West on the belt is heavy right into the accident scene. That's a lot of rubbernecking delays there. Staten Island, we are fine on 440, the West Shore. So is Staten Island Expressway. Inbound Gowanus is good from Fort Hamilton Parkway into the Prospect, and then again up. Not good. I'm sorry. I'm getting all out of sorts. It's a busy ride through Industry City, I should say, getting up into the Prospect and again onto the BQE in the Trench. And then the southbound BQE is heavy Queens Boulevard all the way down on over towards the Brooklyn Bridge. So watch for that. About 15 apiece at the Queensboro Bridge and the Midtown Tunnel. The east side is fairly heavy, 125th down through the lower 70s. West side is good. And it's just coming off the George Washington Bridge is the problem. West, both ways of LA through the fairgrounds is heavy. Cross Island now starting to see a lot of volume building from the southern on up in towards the Grand Central. Inbound Jackie Robinson Parkway is busy here at the Kew Gardens interchange. Just a lot of heavy traffic there. I wonder one day if they're going to fix all of that to make traffic a little better. Van Wyck, both ways at Hillside is heavy. Throgsneck, Whitestone is a slow ride. West in the Cross Bronx is heavy out to 3rd Avenue. And then there's that Deegan problem out by Yankee Stadium is really messing the ride up here. just before the cross Bronx. So let's go up to Brooklyn. Let's see if there's any more movement here. It's going to be right. No. It's right here. Depot Plaza. No, that's going south. That's the wrong camera. It's right in here. Boy, that's a tough spot. All right, so we got NYPD on scene. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 cars. There's a crowd of people here, all trying to, just trying to sort things out on the northbound Deegan. So again, wow, look at this Deegan. Look, I mean, it's like they're just all on the one. Wow, that's just a heavy duty construction. Wonder how long it took them to set all that up, right? That's kind of fun. Comment section is open. Facebook and YouTube. Join Anna and Alexandra and myself here this morning for the broadcast. We are coming up on 7:56 now, 66 degrees and cloudy here in the traffic center. What else can we talk to you about now? Let's quickly go out to Long Island now. East on the southern is starting to see a lot of volume from about 17 over to 25 with a rough road surface there. West on the southern is heavy into 110. Northern states starting to see some more volume out at the Wantagh. West on the LIE crowding at 39. Same thing here at 135. So we're starting to see some late arrivers to the party, really. And then west on the LIE is heavy. We'll say exits about 60 through 57. Some sluggishness there. Sunrise Highway is fine until you get out to Hampton Bays and Southampton. It's going to be a stunning day out of the Hamptons today, or even up to the North Fork. Absolutely beautiful. Heading all the way out to Montauk Point. Let's go over into Connecticut. We'll take a look at what the deal is here. I think something happened here on the Merritt, maybe. Seems like it's a little extra slow. No, it just delays. So Trumbull Fairfield here, south of about 49 through about 46 in that area, just into maybe closer to 44 now. 8 and 25 heavy at 95. And then 95 is a solid ride from Fairfield all the way down to Darien. Merritt Parkway also seeing volume there as well, coming into Route 7. Starting to pick up those delays in Stamford as well. Through exits 8 through 6, but that's kind of to be expected through Stamford. The Hutch is fairly busy as you get into Weaver Street, and then just some light volume there as you head south of 287, eastbound 287, also picking up some moderate traffic out of exits 3 into 5 into White Plains and Elmsford. Tappan Zee is fine. Southbound Thruway is still a fairly slow go here from about 14 over to 13 into 12, but it's beginning to thin out a little bit. So that's good news. The Thruway is fine into Monroe and Woodbury. 84 looks great in Middletown. The Beacon Bridge is fine. 84 through Fishkill, Lake Carmel, Hamlet. Brewster is good, but 684 is just a mess getting into Golden's Bridge. I wonder if something happened here. I think construction zone by Route 22. Okay, I'll go with it there. That makes sense because it really shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that heavy of a ride coming out of Brewster into Katona, but we'll deal with that. Let's go back to the MTA. We'll do a game reset here at 8 o'clock again. Just looking at this, I think we may just go to 8:30 because, like I said, I have to go get some headshots taken later this morning, so I got to get ready and do that whole drill. 4 and 6 here, 125 to Grand Central. 4 train running local, 6 train running express. So that's could tie you right up a little bit. Let's go to the Harlem line. We're still dealing with that 739 train. That should have been already there by now into Grand Central. So I think that can come off the list here shortly. The Long Island Railroad is going to be in good shape. Transit this morning is on time across Morris and Essex. Okay, so 7:48 arrival, and the Dover is 15 minutes late. 6:56 in Summit, currently delayed due to mechanical issues. An update will follow. Okay. Where hopefully not broken down somewhere spot, but anyway, I digress, and only for the third time here this morning so far. So that's some good news. Good morning, everybody. O'Don here in the Tri-State Show Traffic Center. Welcome to the big broadcast here on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks a lot for joining us on your Tuesday morning ride. Appreciate Anna and Alexandra hanging in here and joining us for this 8 o'clock hour now. Yes, we are at 8:01 and 66 degrees here in central New Jersey. So it's really off to a very, very pleasant start. And John Rocco will have that forecast coming up in just a couple of moments, about 8:15 or so. I am proudly stepping in for Johnny in the Weather Center. He will be back with us in the Weather Center coming up tomorrow. Still doing some more of his studies, and that's what we want. That's where we have to stress is John's education, setting up for his summer classes. So he will be back with us hopefully tomorrow morning. This half hour is sponsored proudly by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. In fact, there's only Charlie's logo up there as well, just in the chance that we decide to kind of eject here just a little bit early. And I apologize for that. It's just logistics of getting into North Jersey from where I am on time here. So traffic guy, worrying about traffic, right? Yes, I am. Yeah. If anything extraordinary shows up to the party, whatever, not very good. Anyway, so let's go back to our let's go back to the incident list here for New Jersey now. Let's check out the deal here this morning. We'll see what we are up against. I don't think there's really broken down vehicle on the Parkway south of exit 143 in Irvington. Earlier incident, Route 1 south of Main Street, Old Post Road north. See, I like the way they put that, Old Post Road north, because it crosses there twice. That's good. Madison, all lanes are open. Let's go back to this 80 issue here on the express side. That's that one vehicle was basically turned in the opposite direction. Let's go here. Yeah, it's still working. So I think the car on the flatbed, and they've got the cones already picked up from the DOT safety crew. So I would imagine this is probably going to be cleared here momentarily within the next 5 minutes or so. We'll put it at that. Let's go to the Route 1 issue. Let's see if we are able to see any of the delay. Again, they're saying all lanes are going to be open here this morning. Open. So this is really by 287 at Route 1. You can see Route 1 here on the, oh, hey now. This is southbound Route 1 heading in towards, the area of Top Golf. Always wanted to do that. If anybody's ever done that, please let me know. So this is just exiting here for 287 going north. Let's see. See the camera is closer to Old Post Road south. You're not able to see anything. So it's really just south of 287. Again, out by the Top Golf, the Ray Cattina, Mercedes, Infiniti, the car dealers, and so forth. This is actually where the old Ford plant used to be. That was an enormous place. I remember as a kid going past that. The old Ford plant. Wrong map. I'm on the wrong map. We're going to go over here now. Well, you know what? Let's go to that Parkway issue getting into 143. So let's deal with that first before we get involved with looking at the old Ford plant. 143 is, well, that's south here in Irvington. 144. No, I don't want closed caption. No one's talking on the cameras. Yeah, this is really from 280 into 78. It's probably going to run you about another 10 plus minutes or so. So watch for that here this morning. Oh, excuse me. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let us see. Not lettuce. 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 Um, I'm losing it. Need some more caffeine, or I have to get my first shot of it. Really. So this is at 280. Yeah, about another 10 minutes plus or so on the Parkway going south. It's right in here. Just before the the exit for 78, and westbound 78 is heavy. That's normal volume getting through Vauxhall on the local side of things. So obviously coming out of Hillside, go with the express lanes instead. Again, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Please comment here on the platforms. Certainly helps us out with the algorithms and all that fun social media stuff. Let us know where you're watching us from, or just say hello. We'll put you on the show as we do every morning with Anna and Alexandra. West along 24, pretty busy here out by the mall at Short Hills. 78 is good. Parkway through Union County is fine. Still some crowding in either direction on 80, both ways here at 287, but that's just normally what we see for this time of the morning. So again, nothing out of the ordinary there. So it's 21 into Route 20 is going to be a little bit of a slow ride. Now, south along 287, I think something's going on here into Route 28. Looks like we have a crash there. So let's go back to the DOT. If anything's popped up. Okay, earlier incident here south of 28, all lanes open, 5 miles of a delay. Oofa. West on 280 now, looking at a crash out by Pleasant Valley Way. So let's do this. Let's see. I think there's a camera prospect. There is. Let's see. Ah, time you want that camera to work, it just never seems to play nicely, right? Okay, so it's west on 280. That I think just literally happened because there is not much of a backup behind that, which I have a feeling there's going to be a backup behind it here shortly. Let's go here by 28. There it is off to the shoulder going south, but again, everyone's looking at the flashing lights and the sign on top of the DOT vehicle or the safety crew vehicle there. As you see, we're really just backed up towards 22. So it's, I don't know about a 5 mile delay. It seems a little excessive for a 5 mile delay. This is not 5 miles. This is more like a mile and a half at best. So we're back to Route 22. And there's is it really back that far? No, I don't think so. Back to, well, let's just see. No, it's just right here at 22. Going to run you about another 5 minutes or so. But again, it just happened just a few minutes ago, to look out for that. Let's head down the shore. Parkway is looking good. Route 33, 195. So 29 now is starting to see some more volume getting into the picture as well as you come out to, I'd say just about the area of the Trenton Tunnel is going to be a little bit on the sluggish side, if we'll call it that, right? Today will be a good day to go to a great adventure, right? That'd be a lot of fun. I haven't been a great adventure and couldn't even tell you how long. 55 at 42, that is a little bit busy. Then 42 onto westbound 76 is a slow ride. Northbound 295 into about exit 30 or so up to 33 is heavy. 70, that looks in pretty good shape. Mount Laurel, Moorestown, Medford, Voorhees, Berlin, Chemung Township on 206, 322, 55 in Millville. The Parkway is also moving well through Middle Township, Ocean City, Somers Point, Wildwood, and Cape May over Long Beach Island through Tom's River and heading over towards Point Pleasant. We are in good shape there. So 8:09 is our time. Go back to the city now. We've got this issue on the belt with this accident still being clear just east of Pennsylvania Avenue. That's still working, an active scene here. So we are delayed back through about Ocean Parkway now, and this is only going to get worse as the longer that stays out there. Another 15, 20 minutes. I think that is going to be some, really heavy traffic back through about Bay 8th Street. East on the expressway, a little sluggish here over by 440. Not quite sure why. It could just be just a merge. Something may have, let's just look at it. Why not? What am I postulating for when we can just go ahead and take a look at it, right? On over here. And of course, the camera is out. This is westbound coming towards us, and that doesn't look bad. Again, this Deegan crash here is another big one. This could be out there for a while too. I mean, this is a tough spot. First of all, the NYPD is there, but just to get there is no tow truck, wrecker, flatbed, or any type unless they're out here. There's someone in a safety vest or whatever, so they may be part of the tow truck crew assessing some of the damages to see which car would need to be towed first or what have you. So yeah, we're looking at 4 cars there. So this one could be out there for some time. Verrazano looks in good shape. Gowanus or Industry City into the BQE. That's just typical fare there. About 10 minutes plus at the Battery Tunnel. Brooklyn Bridge is fine. Williamsburg, Manhattan Bridge. So let's just show you that. That is always the best way to go. BQE is heavy from Queens Boulevard all the way down into the Brooklyn Bridge this morning. The Midtown Tunnel looking at about a half an hour, about 15 at the Queensboro Bridge. They're saying that another crash here on the LIE. It's on that lower roadway section. Here. That's the upper roadway. There. Back here. Head. The lower roadway there seems to be slow but moving. Lower roadway there. That's the exit for the BQE. Fine. Maybe it's just before it. No. Don't see anything there. Seems to be in fairly good order. Quite sure something was happening there right in here, but okay. Inbound Jackie, heavy out to the Kew Gardens interchange. West on the LIE out through Woodhaven Boulevard is slow. Then the eastbound side is really crowded getting out to the Cross Island this morning. Cross Island is beginning to thin it up just a little bit here into Jericho Turnpike and in towards Hillside Avenue. Then the southbound Cross Island is really busy coming down from the Throgs Neck. The Whitestone Expressway getting up to the bridge is heavy. RFK Triborough is about a 10-minute plus wait, and you can see what that Deegan crash is doing to the traffic here. Really just hammered back to the RFK. Southbound on the Bruckner is heavy here at the Hunts Point Drawbridge. Then both ways at the Cross Bronx, steady, heavy, sluggish moving traffic both ways into the Bronx River Parkway. Throgs Neck is heavy, so is the Whitestone, and the Bruckner heavy getting up into the Hutch and Pelham Parkway this morning. But the Thruway is beginning to look good as you get out to the Deegan combo, Deegan from Oshalou Parkway into 230th. Doesn't look bad, but then again, slowing down because of the rubbernecking delays there into the area of Yankee Stadium. Let's do this. Let's check out those Hudson River crossings, shall we? Again, we're on Facebook and YouTube here this morning. So we thank everyone for watching the broadcast. And please go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching us from. We're at episode 36 already. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. About a half an hour at the George, about 25 to 30 at the Lincoln, and about 20 at the Holland, and slowly diminishing those delays at the Holland Tunnel. Let's go over here to the Southern State now. This delay, I should say, going east is normal volume, some sun glare, but there's also a rough road surface out through exit 25. So be mindful of that with that paving operation taking place. West on the Southern is heavy out through Route 110 as well, but the LIE looks good. little minor backup getting into the LIE connector 39, then through Lakeville Road, through Shelter Rock Road, I should say, on the northern is a little slow. West of the LA into Deer Park Avenue, some heavy, steady moving traffic. Same thing out through Vets Highway is going to be a little bit of a slow go. East on Sunrise Highway is heavy here, Hampton Bays over to Southampton into Watermill out to Bridgehampton. So be mindful of that. Let's go up to Connecticut. We'll take a run here at 8:15 because we're going to get to weather in just a minute. South on the Merritt Parkway out of the 8 and 25 is busy. Again, from exits 49 down to 44, and then 8 and 25 still pretty busy at 95. Then we're going to put that delay here from about 18 straight on down the line to 6. Then the Merritt Parkway is heavy from 41 over to about exit 37 or so. Kind of typical fare there. The Hutch in Lower Westchester is a little bit slow into Weaver Street. East on 287 is heavy out of exit 3 over to 5. But the Tappan Zee and the Thruway in Rockland County is moving along great here this morning. 84 is pretty clear as well. Same thing at the Bear Mountain Bridge, Beacon Bridge, 84. It's 684. Looks like they're coming through this construction zone as you head south out of Croton Falls, Purdy's, and Golden's Bridge. It's probably going to run you about another 10, 15 plus minutes. So if you can come off of that, that certainly would be of help. All right, so we're at 8:16 now, and let's go to the Weather Center and our forecast, proudly sponsored, and well, it's probably brought to you by Mr. John Rocco, our meteorologist in training over at beautiful Rutgers, Piscataway, New Jersey, and he is studying for some tests here today, getting things set up for his summer classes. So Johnny will be back in the Weather Center tomorrow. So we will see John and hear John as well. So he will be back again tomorrow. So again, partly cloudy started to the Tuesday morning drive. The temperatures now getting into the upper 60s around the area, Atlantic City, 68, 66. You're going looking to the right. Again, look to the right. That's for the 8 o'clock time frame temperatures. Mid 60s up there in Newton in Sussex County, 66 in Trenton, and then we make our way towards the city. 68 in Flatbush, 66 in Flushing, and 66 out in Morris Park. Again, into the mid 60s across the island, so kind of uniform there. Lower 60s throughout the Hudson Valley, so definitely a crisp feel to the air. And then upper right around 60, again right around 60 in Torrington. Whoa, jumped the gun there. Whoops. 66 in Bridgeport and 62 in Danbury. So let's get to John's forecast for today. Mainly sunny. Definitely a couple clouds that'll be hanging around with us, but definitely a sea breeze off the ocean this morning or this afternoon, I should say, for today. Going to keep those temperatures along the shore points a little cooler into the 70s, but just about right around 80 in Freehold, Trenton, 83 in Central Park, 83 in Cherry Hill, and then on Long Island into the mid 70s. So really nice. Kind of late September type feel to the last Tuesday of June. Take a look at the weather threats now. Tuesday, Wednesday, the rest of today looks great. Tomorrow, Thursday, also awesome days as well. We got some hot temperatures coming into the picture for Friday, and then Saturday, another cold front's going to sweep on through. Sometime Saturday afternoon, we may see some showers and storms, and again, could hamper some plans for 4th of July festivities. Some areas are doing their 4th of July on the 2nd in case they have a rain date and whatever, heading out to July 4th. So again, we'll keep that in the pictures, keep that, kind of file that one away. We'll show you the exclusive 7-day forecast here this morning at 8:20. Looking at about 82 for high today, 85 tomorrow, Wednesday, 87 on Thursday, 93 on Friday. So the rest of the week is looking great. It just progressively gets hotter into the weekend. And then we have those storms on Saturday afternoon, evening. And we'll see what the severity of those will be with this hot air. And I think the humidity is going to kick up as well. Kick up a notch, as Emerald Lagasse used to say. And then potentially an early leftover storm for Sunday, but Monday, the 4th, looks stunning at 84. So it doesn't look like there's going to be any issues for fireworks, the Macy's fireworks, or any of your local communities, their fireworks display coming up on Monday. All right, so we are also sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, cranfordvanillabeancreamery.com, and that is the website that I am on presently. Ralph over in Cranford, in beautiful Cranford, New Jersey, makes some of the best handmade, homemade ice cream anywhere to be found. He has vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, bananas Foster's, an award-winning flavor, Oreo cheesecake, cappuccino crunch, M&M explosion, another crowd favorite. Also, this, the party cake is another big seller, but it's really this cotton candy is really kind of, taken up. And, Ralph's a big baseball fan, big Mets fan. Yeah, Queens boy, Mets, Jets, and Knicks. Not sure what if he even follows hockey, what he would go with, more with the Islanders or the Rangers. I'm not sure, because he also spent some time out on Long Island as well. But he's a Queens boy, city boy, and he's a baseball fan. So sometimes we talk in baseball vernacular. So the cotton candy, I would say, is the ERA for cotton candy is probably about 2.1 or so. I mean, it is a super popular flavor for Ralph. Again, I was there just about 2 weeks ago or so into the shop, stop in and say hello, and a lot of people were walking out with the cotton candy. So just keep that in mind. You see the pink ice cream as they're walking down the street, so you have a pretty good idea what they ordered. He also has these amazing cupcakes that are certainly great for kids or any other event. Nice little small treat for your summertime barbecue. Little vanilla ice cream with some vanilla cake there with the cupcake. So definitely get a couple of packages of those and leave those in the freezer. And then the beautiful ice cream sandwiches, the classic flying saucers, the pillowy soft vanilla chocolate ice cream, as well as the chip witches there with the nice soft vanilla ice cream as well, rolled in those mini chocolate chips. Absolutely delicious. I ate breakfast this morning, but I still feel like I'm hungry. And then he has these all occasion cakes, which are just fantastic for any kind of an occasion, birthdays, just for a whatever type thing, a barbecue, saying happy barbecue, 4th of July, whatever you want to call it. Small round, 7 to 8, a large sheet cake, 30 to 40 people. So we have some graduation still. I know Anna's got her daughter's graduation coming up towards the end of the month. But yeah, head over to Cranford, New Jersey at 908-272-3000 is the phone number, 22 North Avenue West here in historic Cranford, New Jersey. His hours are from 12 to 9:30 Monday through Thursday, 12 to 10 Friday, Saturday, and 12 to 9 on Sunday. So open 7 days a week and cranking out some of the best ice cream anywhere to be found. We are also sponsored by Darley Newman and her wonderful program called Travels with Darley. You can see that on PBS Create, as well as Amazon Prime, as well as on Wondrum, Ovation TV's Wondrum. I'm going to put up the combined lower third there on the bottom, because I think we are going to end the broadcast a little bit early. As I said, I got to get some headshots taken today, so got to make sure I'm on time for the photographer and so forth. Nonetheless, Travels with Darley is a great program, as you'll see where those programs are on. Again, she travels all around the world, so you will eventually in the future go to the best places to eat, drink, adventure. It's just a lot of adventure stuff, bike riding, hiking, trails. Just really informative, gives you that really great local flavor of many different places around the world. And she's just not in the United States. She is worldwide, Miss Worldwide, right next to Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull. But anyway, let me see if I can get the clip here I wanted to show you. Yeah, so this is from her most recent season 9. So here's a little idea of what Travels with Darley is all about.
I'm Darley Newman, and we're in Albany, New York, Charleston, South Carolina, Selma, Alabama, Colorado, Hayward, Wisconsin, at the site of the Lumberjack World Championships.
We're road tripping across the USA on epic trails for adventure.
If I were on the battlefield, I would have run.
Cuisine.
It smells really good. Wow.
You got one?
I got a jalapeno in there.
History.
Prior to this canal opening, boats to get to the center of the country had to go down around Florida and up the Mississippi.
Dr. Martin Luther King delivering his amazing "How long, not long" speech.
And culture.
Where's Bob Ross when you need him?
Discover what's in your own backyard on an all-new season of Travels with Darlie.
Those are good. Cattails, who knew? Wow, 6th generation.
Yes.
Amazing.
120 proof smooth, right?
1, 2, 3.
That gives you a good idea of what Travels with Darlie is all about. Again, on PBS Create, Amazon Prime, Ovation TV's Journey, and Wondrum. So definitely check out her great program across those platforms. All right, let's get back to the action. Oops, sorry. I thought I had the maps up, but I did put that in the stream. There we go. Sorry about that. Itchy nose. So we've got this issue still with us. Sneeze. I think I almost came close to sneezing like once on the air, and I managed to. So far, I don't think I actually did. I can't remember. It's been a long. It was a while ago, but you know, the urge to sneeze when you're on television is just whoa. Look out. Anyway, I digress. Here at 8:26, I think we'll be up for about another 10 minutes or so, and we're going to go here. Well, now this is New Jersey now. It just, see, this is what happens when I say that things are fairly quiet. All of a sudden, stuff starts banging out here. So this is over by Route 7. There is a camera there on Route 7 at the Belleville Bridge, but let's check this out in real time. This is going to be... Okay, so there it is. Just the left lane is getting by here this morning. We've already got the flatbed on scene. So that's looks like it's being handled probably by Belleville police. I think. Oh, okay. No, the connection is lost. We know that. We want to bring that back in. There it is. So let's just hang with this here now. So the fire department, I thought, yeah, the flatbed is here. There's another tow vehicle there. So it just leaves the left lane open. They're saying overturned vehicle, which may be right here. Just again, boy, you got to mince your words here or something, because boy, just as soon as you say something, it goes bananas. Like this parkway is going down the drain fairly quickly as well. All right, so this is the area in question here. Coming out of Newark into Belleville is definitely a little bit slow. You got to watch for that. You got to bang out over to the left here with this overturned vehicle. Hopefully no one's seriously injured. I do not see an ambulance on scene, so that to me is good news, or unless it's en route and just having trouble getting here. But so far, you know, let's kind of hang with this a second. Maybe this is the vehicle here. See what they're doing. I mean, they're fairly in casual mode here, so I would have to think that no one is terribly injured here, so that's great news. That's just my estimation from doing this a long time. It doesn't seem like there's an urgency there with a lot of the safety crew. But this parkway is just a big old mess from 148 straight to 143. That is all because of a crash being cleared down by 78, which is right here now. So this may be a new crash. It was just a broken down vehicle, but now it's looks like it may be a new crash being reported there. Let's go to the travel times for you. We'll check out the deal. No, I don't want shore traffic. I don't understand why that always puts it in the shore mode, but I guess that's toll roads. We go Parkway South. So yeah, from 280 to 78 should take you about 5 minutes, over half an hour. So looking at about 30, 35 minutes, maybe closer to 40 back through Bloomfield. So now if you are watching us in this area here in Bloomfield, be careful getting off of Bloomfield Avenue onto the Parkway. depending on how far south you go, you may. That's a tough deal. It's a stiff shot, really, because you're in this section here, Montclair up in here. You may want to think about going to Route 3 and head east of the Turnpike. With the Western Spur is starting to see some delays now as we get to 15W. Not quite sure why, but maybe some slight alternate volume from friends up north avoiding the Parkway, coming down the Turnpike instead. Coming down 21, then you get all the traffic lights through the Brick City. Forget that. That's forever to do that. And also be careful in West Orange, connecting 280 here to the Parkway. Same thing in Newark. Again, same thing in Newark. Heading west, I should say, into the Parkway. So be careful there. That's why I think some of this is a little bit heavier than it should have eased out by now. But I think this is as a little bit heavier here as people are avoiding the Parkway now, maybe trying to go for the Turnpike heading south. So be careful in that locale. Route 208. So here you go. I think this is that road work that's setting up. Well, now they're saying a crash now, or at least somebody's reporting that into Morleau Avenue. So I would have to guess that that's probably what it is. The road work was further up the line here by Bird Ann Avenue in the Fairlawn Avenue. This is Morleau Avenue. So I think it's probably more than likely some sort of a wreck in the process of being cleared this morning. West on 80 is a little heavy out by Route 20. Again, eastbound 80 is still really slow coming into Parsippany. A lot of volume there. Let me see if I can bring up the camera. Let's do this. Let's just widen this up just a skosh. There we go. 80. 202. That's just exiting volume really for 287 South. Really the area in question this morning. 287, we're still dealing with what's left of a crash on the shoulder out by Route 28, but still backing things up back to Route 22. South on the Turnpike is, oh, no. It's fairly crowded as well coming into Interchange 9. I wonder if I think anything's happened there, but that's fairly slow. Parkway is good. Driscoll all the way through Monmouth, Ocean counties down the shore is fantastic. Again, 55, 42 here. That's going to be a little bit slow, but kind of what else is new there. Really, the other top spot is the Belt Parkway. I think this crash, let's see if it's still active. I'm saying a broken down vehicle. First it was an accident, now. Pardon me, a broken down vehicle coming into Pennsylvania Avenue. But that last update was like an hour or so ago. But it's still screwing the ride up all the way back towards Plum Beach. Inbound Gowanus, typical delays up to the Brooklyn Bridge. Cross Island beginning to thin it out a little bit now. And then east on the Grand Central is really heavy into Kew Gardens. I guess there's some construction zone maybe that's kind of messing the ride up. The Midtown Tunnel is about a half an hour. Southbound Bruckner is just a mess getting through the onto the elevated section. That's all because this Deegan traffic is all tied up. Getting out to Yankee Stadium with a crash. The Throgs Neck is something's going on the Throgs Neck, I think. And they're saying construction work. Yeah, they've been doing work on the Throgs Neck for a while, but it's now backing things up onto the Clearview, which you almost never see. Fact is, I think we need to go to that camera by the Clearview here at 8:34. And again, just as I said that it was looking good, poof, there it goes. Goes straight down the drain, right? Let's see. Clearview at 20. That's going up to the Throgsneck Bridge. That is just a lot of heavy stop traffic. Cross Island at the Throgs Neck. There's the Throgs Neck there. I don't see it. That's obviously on the span of the bridge, and I don't know. There's no cameras on the bridge itself. So yeah, that's kind of up we're up against. So the Bell Parkway, take that off the list, out through Pennsylvania Avenue, both ways of the Southern is heavy between the Meadowbrook, Wantagh. East is really the heaviest here. Getting out to exit 25 because of a rough road surface from the repaving operations. West on the LI is heavy in the Vets Highway, and then again out towards 231, which is Deer Park Avenue. And then east on Sunrise Highway is going to be just a bit slow out through the Southampton area. Let's head on over towards Bridgeport this morning. Still pretty busy, passing exit 49 down through exit 44, then heavier out to Route 7. But that's kind of to be expected. Southbound along 95 is heavy. We'll go 18 straight on down the line to about exit 6. And the 8 and 25 south at 95 is also going to be a bit of a slow ride. Rockland County is fine, but the 287 area is starting to see a lot of volume now. Out of Elmsford into White Plains, and then the Hutch is fairly busy. Weaver Street into 125. New England Thruway is good, but the Cross County, we're still seeing a lot of traffic here out by the Hutch. Same thing on the northbound Hutch. This is just, what we see for the morning ride. Tappan Zee, Rockland County cleared it out really nicely early on. Route 684, Port Jervis over to the Beacon Bridge. We are clear. Looking some construction. This is on the Palisades here this morning. What exit number is that? Let's see. I don't think I've ever been on the Palisades Parkway. Exit 15. Exit 15. Okay. And then 684 through the construction zone as we head south into Katona. It's a pretty heavy ride out by Golden's Bridge. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind as well. Let's see what else we can talk to our friends about here this morning. Let's go back to the New Jersey incident list here. See if that anything's there's that 208. So north on 208 at Morlow Avenue, as I said, there's a crash there. Looks like another crash on the western spur of 15W, so that would make sense why that is there. Overturned vehicle on 21, we showed you that. Southbound Parkway, 2 lanes are shut in Irvington at 143. So let's see if there's any cameras here. I know that there are. This shows us anything. Nope, that's out of service. Bada bing. Let's see here. Pike. We got some comments here. The roads look like getting into PA. So, Mom, there we go. How do the roads look like getting into PA? Okay, let's see. Let me just find this turnpike issue first. Let's go here. Continue over to 15W. That's the western spur. North of 15W. See how heavy it is there. It's a little slow. Not a horrible ride, but that camera's out. 16 Plaza. And 18W, 16W. Okay. Now to Pennsylvania. So if you're going here, I have an idea where they're going. 22 is fine. 202 out through East Amwell. That is looking good. Yeah, no, everything is going to be clean and green here, getting into New Hope. Lambertville, traffic looks in pretty good shape there. Through Flemington is fine. Route 12 also going to be in pretty good shape as well. So, yes, everything out to Pennsylvania, out to Bucks County is moving along really well. So, really no major issues. I'd stay with 22 or 78 and then head down through Bridgewater that way. I think is going to be the much easier ride, but I would go with 22 because 287 is kind of backed up here in the Edison area. All right, so 8:40 is our time. Let's run down transit here, and I think we're going to wrap up things here in a couple of minutes. As I said, I got to get these headshots taken, so I got to get things cranked up. NJ Transit's on or close. Path trains are path. Path is good. Let's go to the MTA now. Check out the ride here. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Running with delays, everybody addressed the switch problem at 125th. That's 4, 5, and 6. The 7 train, troubleshooting a signal issue near Queensboro Plaza. So watch for that. Let's take a look at the rails this morning. Metro North, Long Island Railroad, Port Jeff now coming in with some delays. 6:57 train from Port Jeff due in Hunters Point Avenue at 8:43, operating 11 minutes late. So keep that in mind. I think we are in fairly good shape. Again, really the major hotspots are going to be that Bell Parkway out by Pennsylvania Avenue, still dealing with that, and the southbound Parkway again is still all hit hard, banged up here, getting through Essex County. And same thing in Belleville on 21 with that flipped over vehicle. In fact, we'll just go back to the maps very quickly. This morning, it's right in here. So this section of Essex County, avoid the Parkway south out of Bloomfield into Irvington and then up into Belleville. A little bit heavy there on 21. And then south on the western spur, they're saying something going on here. I think it may have just cleared getting in towards 15W. In fact, I think we'll wrap up with the Hudson River crossing. So if you haven't checked in with that here in a little bit. Let's go about on average 20-25 at the George, about a half at the Lincoln, and about 15 to 20 at the Holland Tunnel. All right, so with that said, we're going to wrap up things just a little bit early. As I mentioned before, I got to get those headshots, so I got to get things rolling here and get on the road here very, very shortly. I want to thank Anna, Mom, and Alexander for joining us here on the broadcast, again, on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate all the comments here in the traffic center. We also thank Ralph over the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, Travels with Darley, and John Rocco in the Weather Center for providing the forecast here this morning. So Jonny will be joining us back in the Weather Center tomorrow morning. So with that said, have a terrific Tuesday. Get out, enjoy this great weather, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.